also, they cannot run him like Lamar Jackson because that's the new thing with the Bears Twitter accounts is what justifies a good quarterback? Everyone keeps saying Justin Fields is the dude. He's the guy. Is that because you're judging him on his athletic ability? Cool. He is super athletic. I never once said he wasn't athletic. He's probably top three at most athletic guys on the whole team, probably. The stuff he does is incredible. But that does not always justify winning games and Super Bowls. Even Patrick Mahomes doesn't run the same way Justin Fields does. Mahomes is just good at moving around and making these throws. They don't always win Super Bowls with guys like that. Now, Jalen Hurts would have been the first. That was going to be the first guy. But I also think Jalen Hurts proven to be a good passer this year. He made a lot of decent passes.
Mm-hmm.
So if Justin Fields can take the Jalen Hurts, because that's been the comparison. I don't know if you've seen that. They keep comparing Jalen Hurts and Justin Fields. They said all us Bears fans that wanted Justin Fields gone, they compared Jalen Hurts' second year to Justin Fields, and they're very similar, I guess. And I said, okay, if Justin Fields can take the next big step just like Jalen Hurts this year, I will go back and admit everything wrong or whatever. But that's the next step. Now there's going to be no excuses. You've got these wide receivers. The O-line already looks better. That's where the draft is going to be focused on, I think, is getting – the draft is going to be focused on offensive linemen and defensive linemen to sit behind these one-year deal guys to kind of see how everything goes. And then that'll be the next year where they can kind of fit into the system. But if he doesn't take that step forward and things don't progress, you best believe they're going to look at Williams or whatever from USC next year for quarterback and say, maybe we got to go get somebody like this. What kind of free agent market are we going to have for quarterbacks? So I think a ton of pressure is on Justin Fields now more than ever.
Well, I think it is because they invested so much in seeing another step. Again, I think a lot from last year, I give props because yes, he definitely showed he is a dynamic player. Dude has an excellent running ability for a quarterback, like without a doubt. Has running back instincts. I've heard that thrown around too. It's true. Yep. Excellent instincts as a runner, like without a doubt. Dude can make a 50-yard run play instantly become a touchdown because that's where it is. But that's the thing that doesn't always come as a quarterback. I think people want to say and see him kind of take that Jalen Hurts progression because year 2 Hurts kind of did lean a lot more. When he was given more time, he leaned a lot more into his running ability because he needed to. And, they were semi-successful 2 years prior with that ability. Year 3, well, they got obviously help with AJ Brown. Devontae Smith got a little bit more relief from being the number 1 option in his third year in terms of Hurts' third year. So that excelled in terms of their progress and made them, right on the fringe of winning a Super Bowl. Honestly, they don't collapse and have KC essentially come back and rally for a win. Philadelphia just has to convert some drives. They win. That's it. They were pretty close. So, I think a lot of Bears fans want to see that progression this year is that, okay, look, we got DJ Moore in a trade, big, high profile receiver, dude that can get easily a 1,200, 1,100 yard season with terrible quarterback play. If Fields is the guy, should easily be able to do that and get some touchdowns out of it. You got Darnell Mooney getting more relief now on the opposite side. He doesn't have to be the number 1 dude. He's going to come back healthy, And even bigger to me, Chase Claypool is not going to have to be the guy. He'll have a full season with an off season to himself. He's on a 1-year deal that has to prove that he is going to be getting money from Chicago. So you have guys that are going to be hungry and that make on paper, pretty solid receiving core, not to mention Cole Kmet, who was, coming to the end of the year. He showed up. He was beginning rep report with Justin Fields. They brought Robert Tonyan in. Holy crap. That's also a TE1 type of option they got on a 1-year deal from Green Bay. Like, all these weapons, I agree. The pressure's on this year. There's no excuses anymore after year 3. And I think you and I have talked about this. I give quarterbacks 3 years in the NFL. Okay, I give them 3 years to prove themselves, unless they're like, say, I'm not fully giving up on Zach Wilson, but like Zach Wilson's basically on the verge of like you've jumped off the cliff already, is what's happening. So unless you're like a Zach Wilson archetype or like maybe like a Christian Hackenberg who never was supposed to be an NFL prospect and came in anyhow and definitely didn't impress, then yeah, I give you 3 years. So this is kind of a big year for Fields in a lot of people's eyes because you have all the talent in front of you, and you're going to probably, by the end of the draft, easily have a better line than last year. The excuses kind of stop this season, you know? So I don't know, man. I mean, that's the thing. I think a lot of people, it's going to be pressure on him this year because there's a lot of people that think that the Bears could be that Philadelphia archetype and make that massive jump. Maybe, but I don't think they're fully there yet. I just want to see the guy be like passer first and even excel at his numbers even farther than he did last year. Because I think that is highly possible with this offense this season.